Here is Barkley, left side, big hole. Saquon Barkley! Uh-oh! Barkley! Goodbye! Dug it in. Doncic, 47.
I'll give him a dog. On a night you had 47 points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Moss the back, Terrace the snap. Moss the block. Burrow going deep. He's got him! Touchdown! Jamar Chase.
LeBron leaked out. They didn't see him. Here he is down court. It's up and in. Will it count? LeBron James at the buzzer. 23-yard completion. Here goes Taylor. With Pierce in front. Touchdown, Colts.
Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three.
Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
Mahomes flushed out again, all the way back. Turning the corner, fires downfield, caught, touchdown.
Timeout, SGA. Probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. Hit, throw. Oh, come on! Justin Jefferson, you gotta be kidding. Makes it look so routine. Greatest catch that never existed in NFL history.
Edwards puts up a three. It's good! Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4. Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30.
Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Baltimore. Is it Francis? Giannis says no. Back the other way, Trent. Giannis inside. At both ends.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the Sharp Side. As always, we will recap yesterday first, 1-in-3 day. We cashed Ayo's threes. Brandon Miller hooked. Kuzma, let me see if he finished with any assists. Now, I will say we went very light on the Kuzma stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Assistless in 17 minutes in a game that was kind of a blowout, but also really short on minutes. I have one official play today so far. There's only 4 games, so keep that in mind. 4 games today, 14 games tomorrow, 3 games on Thursday. Now, let's do what we do and find value. Yes, sir. Twitter is once again acting up, so give me a minute to share this copy. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share this. Let's get it, bro. Yes, appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Give me just 1 second. Twitter's acting up. It's not a me issue. It's a Twitter issue, which is becoming almost a constant, Elon. We need to get our shit together here. All right, I can close that. I can share this. And this. Okay. 1 second. I'm getting it together here. Hopefully Chalk Exchange is able. Oh, yeah, he joins through StreamYard. So anyone that normally joins will be able to join still. Damn, that's not what I meant to share. My apologies for being a little behind today, y'all, but it's really a Twitter issue. It's nothing I could have done. All right, we've got that going. Now, I still need to get a tweet out because it's not out on Twitter, so I don't even want to share that link. I want to share just my straight-up profile. Again, my apologies. Taking a little longer than I wanted to today, but such is life. Such is Twitter. All right. I believe that should do it. Tap in live for the sharp side on YouTube. Cool. All right, we're straight. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and get into today's slate. 4 games. This is obviously what I played already. Brook Lopez under 15.5 PRAs. I understand that he could play big minutes and that obviously Zubac is gone. It's a really difficult matchup if you look at just Houston in general. Siakam's playing, right? Sengun's playing. Difficult rebounding matchup, difficult scoring matchup. If we talk more about their number 2 versus spot up, maybe number 4 versus catch and shoot, number 5 in the restricted area. They are mid from above the break. And then in terms of rebounding allowed, overall they're second versus his position. They're third in assists allowed. They are second. So just a really difficult matchup, points, rebounds, and assists. I do know some people to be on his threes over. I think that's what would scare me. If he hits like 4 threes, then we don't have a lot of rebounds and assists to play with. But even at 3 threes, I think we could still go under this number. That's why I took the PRAs instead of just the points under. So like that spot for Brook Lopez. Indiana versus New York, I'll mention briefly. I like Towns under his points. In wins of 10 or more this season, he's under in, I think, 10 straight. 8 of his last 10, it looks like. Anyways, there's a lot of games here, 3, 6, 9, 10. A lot of games here where he's gone under when they win by 10 or more. Spread in this game is 13. Obviously, Indiana's not trying to win. They've got this weird thing where if they're a top 4 seed, then they don't trade their first-round pick until next year. Shout outs. Yeah, I do like the that's probably my play of the day, really, is that Brook Lopez. Towns scoring over the last 20 has definitely taken a huge dip. Exactly. And then now we're looking at a game that's most likely going to be a blowout. I think OG is questionable. Yeah, OG is questionable. Mitch Robb and Miles McBride are both out. So I will say, big fan here at Towns under in what should be a blowout. I might run this. $20.5, 128 at FanDuel, 127 at Rivers. I don't like his rebounds under. So there's no PR. There's no PR pivot here. If you're going to run it, I'd run the 20.5 minus 128. Otherwise, going to be no cigar there. Like I said, I don't like his rebounds. Brunson wins a 10+. I think was a little better. Yeah, but it's not great. They do struggle versus pick and roll ball handlers. I think they do struggle versus pull-ups as well. We can double check that. So it's not an awful spot. I just hate – Indy's going to sit everybody. New York's trying to win. Indy's trying to lose. They're 28th versus pick and roll ball handlers. They're first from above the break, but I'm torn here. If he plays over 32, 33 minutes, I think he soars, but I think they're going to win this by 10 or more, and we're going to be asking ourselves why we took an over in this game. And I'm going to just say the same thing about Pascal. I don't like Pascal for anything tonight just because I think this one could get really ugly. So I went through this game this morning. I had no official plays. I'm not betting anything officially on it. Towns under 20.5 is as close as I got, and it's as close as I'm getting. Houston, there's more to talk about here. I ran the Lopez PRA unders. Let's talk about Sengun. Hey, bro, can I just call you KG? KG, I have no opinions on Josh Hart. I just want to stay completely off that game. Damon, appreciate you for tapping in. Good morning. Just one official play from us so far this morning. Tari Eason 2 threes and Sengun's rebounds. All right, let's go to the model. Tari Eason 2 threes. Houston Eason threes. Okay, share this tab instead. Showing a nice edge to that. Price is dog shit. but doesn't mean the edge isn't still there. I've spoke on that a lot this year. Who said that? Damon? Evan. I spoke on that a lot this year, Evan. I do like that play. Whether you go straight or lay piece, I do like that a lot. Thank you for taking the time to do this. Appreciate you. Hey, man, I appreciate all y'all for tapping in. I do appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hopefully we finish the season up really nice. Hanging in around 38 right now. Would love to finish the season. I think we were at 83 last year. Let's try to be right around 83 again this year. KG is fine. Good looking out. Good looking out. Calling the shots in the movement. Those are the homies as well. Eason, I like. What was the other request? Rebounds for Sengun. Okay, let me go do. There's special characters there messing up my model. I forgot to fix that this morning. I got a lot of time here as All-Star break approaches that I can go through and fix some of these like small errors. And it's also going to let me fine tune for the MLB. I've just full transparency. I'm a much better coder now than I was MLB season last year. So it's not even that the data is going to be a lot different, but the way I'm able to present it will be much better. Okay, getting back over to here, rebounds edge. I do like it. So I like to leave at least 7% edge. That tells me I really am over the books. You can bet it down to 4%, but I want at least 7, like this pinnacle line. Playable, the lowest I would play, because the books hold about 4%. So you want to be able to overcome the VIG. And I do account for that, but I want to be able to almost beat it twice. So FanDuel's line 9.5 minus 08, really big fan of that as well. I like both of your plays. You could probably go Sengun double with the Tari's threes and be at like plus 200, something like that. I do like that a lot. J-Main, appreciate you tapping in. My lock of the day is Keldon Johnson over 14.5 PRs. Let's go to the model. Is he coming off the bench or is he starting? I don't have him in my starting lineup. All right, let's go add him real quick. I got kind of lazy today and only listed 5 on each. Keldon Johnson. We also are running a little under the caffeination requirements this morning. My town is doing water repairs. Oh, there's my wife. Fire. She's bringing me more coffee. Perfect. All right, back to the model. Wait, you should have refreshed. Spurs. You're not closed. 1 second, my apologies. As I said, under-caffeinated. We'll have all these things fixed in a moment. Okay, that should work. Now we can open this again. We'll share this tab instead. We'll go to the Spurs. We'll go to Keldon Johnson, PRs. Massively agree with you. Looks like that line has either moved or opened in new places. There might be some 14.5, 125s around. Definitely very much agree with you. So let's go look into it a little bit more. We've got model support, though, undoubtedly. I do think the Lakers are going to sit some guys tonight, maybe all the guys. Keldon's performed well in each of the 3 matchups versus LA this year. Rebounded well in 2 of the 3. Minutes are way down versus Dallas at just 16. What's going on with his rotation? Let's go. We need to go look with certain players. And with certain players, I mean like everybody. Let's go Castle, Harbor, Vassell, Fox, Barnes, Champagny, and Wemby. Fully healthy this year. He's averaging about 19.5 minutes. Some of these extra minute games, it would make sense to me if it was like Wemby on a back-to-back short minutes. Let's go to PRs. PRs hit rate's much better, which tells me the rebounds is as well. No, interesting. PRs at 15.5 even is green. 14.5 doesn't do anything for you. I will say I've got model support and market support with that play. The only question mark is his minutes do seem to be very variable. They're not on a back-to-back, are they? I know there was a lot of games yesterday. No, they haven't played since the 7th. They'll play again tomorrow. Mark Williams makes a lot of sense to me in that matchup. Dallas, yeah. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to say to you. Market support, model support. Like, the only thing I would say I don't like is the sporadic minutes. But you've got a good number. You've got my model support. I think you've got a great play. I'm probably going to stay off of it. Minutes scare me, but I think you got a great play. Vassal RAs over at 5.5. Let's go back to this. Let's go here. RAs. Let me go run the model again. I'm not seeing a lot of lines up for that yet. Let me go see if some shit's opened since I ran last. Run that. This is an interesting question that I'll get to after Vassal. Mathurin is interesting. I think he's going to have a great role there eventually. Makes no sense for them to lose either, so I don't. Okay, first of all, Vassal looks much better with a healthy team. God bless you. I told everybody I was waiting on this. That bitch is strong. Okay, so I do actually very much like Vassal's RAs here. I'm still not seeing a lot of books open. Let me do a little more shopping here. Also, did I mention the injury report in this game? Luka's out. I would keep an eye out on Lakers are on a back-to-back too, so they haven't updated. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people sit. Okay, yeah, I like the Vassal RAs. Let's let a couple more books open. This is something I do want to talk about though, because we made some money. If y'all been tapped in, we made some bread on Mathurin beginning of the year. He got hurt. We're definitely still up. We stopped playing him at the right time. We might have lost like 1 or 2. You could tell he was dealing with the foot thing. This is his debut, correct me, right? I think this is his debut. Let's see.
It is his debut for the Clippers.
Okay, good looks. Let me pull him up here.
What do you think about Kawhi's rebounds today?
Let me just go to the model. I don't know. Kawhi Leonard rebounds. I am showing a very, very slight edge to the under, but nothing actionable. What do you think?
I think I was going to take his over, given that Lopez is getting more run. Obviously, Zubac's not in the fold anymore. Their bigs, we talked about Giannis earlier. His foul troubles, inconsistencies in the lineup. And then John Collins is spread out on the offensive end, depending on who is guarding defensively. Looking at like an ease in, right? Defensively for John Collins today.
Yeah. I think
he hasn't been shy about shooting the 3 lately.
No, someone requested his and I like that a lot.
I do like it as well. So I was looking at Sengun's PRA and Kawhi's rebounds here, maybe Kawhi's PR.
So I have to put a caveat out to my under. Let me zoom in a little bit here. So I just took Zubac off the floor, right? And this time of year gets really weird for me. And I'm going to have to do this for probably the next 10 games. So I lied. I would actually go over here. There's not enough usage for me to justify not taking Zubac off the floor yet. So I just took Zubac off the floor and I go to 7.07. Dakota Smith, you have my word. Banned. You have my word. You have my word. Never again. Yeah, I like. So the only other thing I don't like about this is so the Clippers don't want to lose, right? It gives them nothing to lose this game. So I think they'll compete. But if it gets ugly early, I don't trust them to claw back. Is that fair?
100%. It's the same matchup tomorrow in the same arena.
Right.
And their ceiling this year is probably playing for the Western Conference.
Yeah, and they really want to be there for everyone in the NBA's sake.
Right. And the other caveat is Harden. I mean, Harden is he rebounds as well. Is also not there anymore. Just looking at, without Zubac, it was like 80% hit rate. Without Harden, it was 90% hit rate. I didn't run it with both of them, but just looking at the lineups they're running now with Brooke and Yannick, Derek Jones. I don't know where Isaiah Jackson is going to fall with like minutes. But I just think he's the most consistent guy in this matchup tonight, where it should be relatively competitive against a good team, where it does favor, like the game flow does favor him hitting the boards a little bit more with his defensive assignment. And even if he's on KD, you're still looking at mid-range jumpers.
Let me ask you this, staying in the Clippers-Houston game.
Mm-hmm.
Mathurin minutes. No injury designations. I mean, they don't have 5 players better than him. Does he run like 30-32 tonight?
Who did he play his last game with the Pacers? Who did they face against?
Houston. And he had 25 points.
Yes. He ran 34 minutes off the bench. I don't think that there's any holding him back today. I like his points. I like Mathurin's points up to 20.
Yep. Let me do a little bit more handwork here. I'm probably maybe going to take this today. Someone mentioned they took his threes because they think he's going to chuck. I'm under a similar assumption that his volume will be good regardless of the minutes he gets. But I don't think he's running like sub like 27, 28. I could be, maybe they're working him in type shit. Like Vucevic played 28 his first game, different coaches, but similar scenarios, right? Like 28 maybe, but different scenarios. I feel like maybe I was going to say Mathurin might be more needed in the immediate. I think Boston made that because imagine if Tatum comes back, they've now got Vucevic, Brown, White. They've got a great starting 5 if Tatum can even give them 28 a night minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Scary rotation.
They were off yesterday, and he sat out the game Sunday, right?
Yep.
And they were off on Saturday. So you have 1, 2, 3 days of practice. Well, 2 days of practice, 1 shoot around. Today would be a second shoot around with 2 days of full practice since Friday. And what did he get traded?
So I make this
Wednesday?
line 17.03. Yeah,
Wednesday was the 5th. So there's another day of
today.
practice, maybe physicals in there. So not really count that day. So discount the first 2 days, 2 days of practice, 1 shoot around. If you participate in the initial shoot around. I don't think that he's going to be held back at all. I mean, it is Ty Lue that you're gambling with at this point, but it's the same defense he faced in his last game that he played.
What a perfect way to start him off. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and he did well. He did well that game.
All right, so for Mathurin, though, I got to take off Zubac and what's-his-face being out.
Harden.
Why do I not have any lines for him now? I'm so confused. Lines are open, right? Are they widely available? widely available.
Yeah, they're here.
It might be a coding issue. It also might be because he just changed teams. I don't know. This all-star break, the trade deadline always messes something up in my model.
Yeah.
I'm really trying. So I was at 17.03, but that's when my model had him playing for Indy versus the Clippers. It's going to be a little different here. I'm still at 17.03 though.
Do we have Mathurin starting tonight?
I have him playing 32 minutes regardless of his starting. What do you think of that? 31.6 minutes.
I think he's starting as well. I think that he might be an early sub and run the second unit.
Not mad at that. We had a request.
Garland's out. You know,
I'm at 5.02 on his rebounds. Oh, I do like that. Well, do you have rebound thoughts, Chalk?
on Mathurin.
Yeah, look at the line, 3.5. I know Houston rebounds well, so we got to keep that in our thoughts.
I would be more inclined to take his over 1.5 assists than his 3.5 rebounds, because I do think that he runs the second unit over Kobe Sanders.
Chalk, I think that's sharp as fuck. I'm at 24 on the PRAs. We can play 19.5. So obviously this is all assumption based on minutes, right? I want to caution everybody with that. Now we do this every single day, so it's a little more than guessing at this point, but it's hypothesizing, right? It's an educated guess.
Yeah, I minus 130 at MGM right now for over 1.5 assists. New team, not the alpha. Lopez can shoot, Collins can shoot, Kawhi can get to the bucket.
19.5 PRAs, bro. He could get that in points tonight.
Yeah. I really love his over 1.5. I would take that to 4, to be honest with you. 4 assists, new team.
I'm not mad at any of the Mathurin stuff, y'all. PRAs, PRs. I like it all. I like it all. Threes. Let me go look into the threes and see what I make it as well. 1.5 is plus 110. I make it 1.5, but at plus money, I would like that as well. Yeah, I would like that as well. Spent a lot of time talking about Mathurin, but I wanted to. I'm excited to see him. I really hope he gets a big role. I would love him to be a starter, first sub out, run the second unit as well, close the game, 34 minutes a night. I would love that. And
Yeah,
why
that's how I
not?
see it
See what
going.
you got. Yeah, no, I'm excited for him here. Garland, do we know? They basically said they're not rushing Garland back. They said his right toe that he aggravated this year is perfectly fine, but they want to give some time to that left toe that he had surgery on in the offseason. I think obviously he's out through the break, but then I don't know when he comes back post All-Star break. He's under contract, what, this season plus 2? Is that correct?
I'm not sure about his contract, but it's definitely not a rental.
Right. I think I'm going to double check that. I think it's this season plus 2. A 5-year deal in 2022 that got him 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26, 26, 27. He is eligible for a 2.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's going to be, let me see if there's a player option on that. I'm looking in here now. No, so 27, 28 will be his last season with the Clippers. He's get this one plus 2, just like I was thinking. Unrestricted free agent in 28, 29. All right. Yeah, so he's definitely there a little minute. No reason to rush him back. Y'all talked me into it. Filter his stats this season versus top 10 teams and rebounds allowed. Hella green. Is this Benedict Mathurin? Would say just be careful. Completely new system. Anything else you wanted to talk about in this game? We haven't spent any time on KD. What did he do in the head-to-head? Also, he could draw a Kawhi matchup. He's under in both games. Could draw a Kawhi matchup. I don't have any interest on the over. You have any interest at all?
Kind of off KD. I like Sengun more. Sengun's RA, PRA. Better history. I think he's more consistent there, especially with the matchup. Without Zubac there, it just gets softer for him. And Katie's been doing a lot lately. I don't think that he typically wants to do as much as he has, but having to score 31 against the Hornets and going into the All-Star break. So he scored 31 against the Hornets. They played OKC. You can spin this however you want, but I just think that it's a Sengun game all the way. He has the most favorable matchup on the court.
Yeah, that's why I also like fading Brook Lopez. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up in some foul trouble. John Collins,
any defense.
You're right. John Collins, you have any thoughts?
No, threes. I like his threes pretty much always, but I don't want to get too overexposed on props against the Rockets.
Wow, I can't believe we're getting
threes and assists. Are like plays I typically try to avoid against the Rockets. I just like Mathurin's number at 1.5 so much today because I do think that he runs that second unit.
I lean over John Collins' points. I won't say I make it an official play. Let me go to the model and see what the discrepancy is. Yeah, as I thought. Model likes the over, but it's not overwhelming. I will say like the slower movers, the BetMGMs of the world, I do like that 13.5. Rebounds, I like the under. But me saying that out loud, I'm probably not going to bet it. Oh, wait, is that with Zoo? Nope, that's not with Zoo off the court. 1 second. Let's go no Zoo. Rebounds go up to slight edge to the over. Okay. Nothing for me on John Collins. Eason threes, I spoke on this. It's a lay piece. I really like the look, but it's -1. I think I saw some 160s out there, 169. 165 at MGM. I mean, it's a good lay piece, but I don't know if I'm like risking a unit on it straight. Chalk, do you have thoughts on Eason threes? I think the volume will be good.
No, I'm kind of looking at Thompson right now. The PR for Thompson. Kind of like it a lot.
Ramon Thompson, here he is. You said PRs?
Yep.
Let me go to my model here. Amon Thompson, PRs. Over, under, what are your thoughts?
Over. He might even just do it with his points. But I mean, obviously he's never going to shoot threes, and it's like a great 3-point matchup against the Clippers. But I don't know. This game, the more you look at it, everything is like there's only slight edges.
I can agree with that.
And I don't really feel comfortable outside of what has been working for these two teams until I see more. I'm willing to take a chance on Mathurin's assist. I like Kawhi's rebounds. I wouldn't be mad at Kawhi's threes, but Sengun is probably my favorite play. PRA in this game. I just think it's too soft down there for the Clippers right now.
So my model does like the RAs, not so much the points. I put the points right with market. Rebounds and assists, though. So you said PRs. I like the rebounds look. I'm not mad at the assist look. RAs at 11.5, very playable, I think. -130, 135. I'd take it up to 140, which is basically every book.
A lot of chances.
Yeah, model likes that play as well. Okay. Think about Eason and Jabari 2+3s. Let me look at Jabari Smith. You're going to pay a negative correlation penalty because it's the same game, so I don't like that off rip. I'd rather pair those two guys with two guys out in another game because if you do it, I just recommend, this is a good experiment for all of y'all. You can go to Action Network. They have a parlay calculator. With a fair price, it'll tell you the fair price. Go put in there 2 odds on Action. And if the fair price is even money, you're probably going to get -112, 115, 120. And that's because all sports books are slimy dirtbags at the end of the day. And they're going to add in as much vig as they can without you noticing it. But now they will let you get away with it outside of 2 games. But anything that's a same game parlay, they're going to try. And I'm not saying that they're never worth it. Sometimes they are, but you got to be real particular with the SGPs. Now, like if you got a boost or something, the boost could help. And I'm not saying there's never a time where these 2 plays don't correlate. Like if KD were to go down, I think this play actually correlates. Sengun, a good distributor, it would make sense for both of them to go over. So there's times where you can find correlation, but just be cautious with the blindly tailing. I think part of the reason you guys listen to me, 1, we win bets, 2, I spread knowledge. So just doing the second part there. Kawhi Leonard's threes could be interesting. 5 versus Minnesota, 3 and 4 in the 2 matchups this year, 2.5, 112. 11 attempts in the last game. What do I make his threes? I'm right at 2.5. What do I make the attempts there? And that's at about 7 attempts, just under 7, which is probably reasonable. That's right there. All right, nothing on Kawhi's threes. Would make sense to me, but not an official play. Chalk, anything else you want to talk about in this game? If not, we'll move on to the next.
No, let's move.
Dallas versus Phoenix. Mark Williams' boards did look pretty green to me. He only had 4 in the 1 matchup this year. I'm going to assume AD was there. I don't know that to be fact. Over this line in 3 straight, ran 30 minutes versus Philly. I do think Phoenix plays tomorrow, so I don't know if front end of back-to-back has been an issue for him.
I have the schedules in front of me. Phoenix plays OKC tomorrow.
At the crib.
Dallas plays the Lakers, goes to the Lakers on Thursday.
Yeah, that's why I think the Lakers are going to sit a lot of people today. The Spurs is a tough matchup if we're completely healthy. You should be able to go get one versus Dallas if you're healthy. So I think the Lakers kind of mail it in today, try to win that one on Thursday, go into the break with some momentum.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams playing tonight, play tomorrow night.
Yeah. Evan, I will say they're pretty good from above the break. I looked into Gillespie this morning. Booker's assists, I did like this one this morning, so we'll get into that. I know we had the Mark Williams rebounds. I do like Williams rebounds tonight. I think there's 8.5, like 150. Not so much a fan of that. I would just take 9.5 at plus money or the double-double. I think he gets their points as well. What is the double-double? Curiosity. Plus 150. I could get behind a Mark Williams plus 170 at FanDuel. I could get behind a Mark Williams double-double. I could definitely get behind that. Daniel Gafford, I'm going to have no opinions. Gillespie, so Booker's back. Hold on, let me look at the injuries too. Lively out, Middleton. This would be his debut if he played. They've got Clay is out. I'm pretty sure he's questionable. It's just because this is a back-to-back. No, it's not a back-to-back. They play tomorrow. No, it is a back-to-back, right?
No, they play the Lakers on Thursday.
Okay, no back-to-back.
But his birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, but I saw this morning. Hold on, let me check. There definitely could have been an update while I was live. Probably was a couple, and I just wasn't paying attention. Zubac out. No, there's nothing new. Do you have him out or questionable?
Who's that?
Clay.
I have him questionable.
I do too. Prostak Cash got him as out. I don't.
Let me check Underdog real quick.
I just pulled it up. I don't see anything. Usually when they do that, it's because it's a back-to-back and the lineups aren't announced. But no, that's not the case here. So I don't know what they on.
It's scheduled veteran rest day or something like that.
Scheduled hungover after your birthday. You were the one saying in Spaces earlier he's done well after his birthday. So
yeah, he's never missed a game after his birthday. He's also never been 40 years old dating Megan Thee Stallion either.
Right. All right, let's go look at Gillespie with Book. Last 10 don't look good with Book. Let's look at the threes. Threes look better than the points, I will say. But
I'm
they're a
taking
good.
Gillespie's threes. I don't
You
care.
are?
Yeah, Grayson's out. He burned me against Philly. Still took 10. Don't care. I'm betting on volume and opportunity. And however, if he makes them, great. If he doesn't, it's fine. But you give me 10 attempts, I'm probably going to bet you're over on threes.
Okay, now we are paying minus 145. What's the three? What's the plus 172? I mean, it's a 56% hit rate at plus 172.
He's the type of guy, if he hits three, he's probably hitting four. I don't know if there's a huge percentage of discrepancy there. The way I have it filtered, his 2.5 is 72%. I'm not going to give away all my filters. So I would kind of just give away the formula, but 72%. And then it goes down to 64%.
Yeah, I like Gillespie's threes today. I might run this. No Grayson Allen. Damn. Let me try to find a pair to go 3-3-4-4. That might be what I do today. I can't bet on attempts, Evan, but if you got that option, I think there's probably a lot of value there. You have any thoughts on Brandon Williams in this one, Chalk?
I think he's interesting. I don't have any thoughts on his props, but I do like him as a player.
He had 13 points in 9 minutes versus Houston. You never know what Dallas is doing with their rotations. Line is 10.5, widely available. 11.5 some spots, but still, it's widely available line. What's his assist line at? 3.5, probably closer to fair. Evan, I like the points over, man. Minutes are sporadic, but I think you're going to run somewhere in the high teens to low 20s tonight.
Can I give out a plus money 6 rebounds in this game?
Absolutely.
Jordan Goodwin.
You like Goodwin's boards?
I do like Goodwin's boards.
Okay, I do see that.
And that will change when Grayson comes back. I don't know what Cole Anthony's going to do, but do like it.
I have to do some handwork here on Goodwin coming off the bench.
Play tomorrow night in OKC too, or against OKC. They're still at home, but
let's add Goodwin here, Jordan. What's the deal with Jalen Green now?
Your guess is as good as mine, man.
Okay. What's his minutes? 15 and 16. Yeah, I've just got no good feels on Jalen Green in this system.
12 minutes over his last 5 games. And obviously, that goes back to 6 minutes against the Clippers on November 8th where he got hurt. But 1, 2, 3, 4 games this calendar year. His high being 19. Played 4 minutes in one of them. I just can't. I don't know what to do with him.
I feel the same exact way. Let's add Grayson Allen off of the court. Jordan Goodwin, I'm at 5.79. I so much agree with you on Jordan Goodwin's rebounds.
Yeah, I'd ladder up to 6 since plus money.
Shit, I basically make it 6, bro. Yeah, I love that spot. Love that spot.
I thought
John,
I thought it was crazy.
We already had someone request the Brandon Williams. I like the over. Minutes are sporadic. I'm not over investing before the All-Star break. I like the over. I like the over. I like Godwin's rebounds over as well, or Goodwin's rebounds over as well. We talked about Gillespie's threes. I think the 3+ and the 4+ are both playable. Mark Williams, I like the boards or the double-double. Goodwin, I like the rebounds. Williams, I like the points. I will say my model liked PJ Washington's assist this morning. Not something I ran, but it was there. Devin Booker's assists over 6.5, another spot that I liked. Let's go look at the head-to-head this season. And he had 9 in one matchup. So I do like Booker's over assists in this one. A lot of leans, but let's leave it as a bunch of leans. Move into this last game, Spurs versus Lakers. I don't think I'm going to have much volume until I know who is and is not playing. I would play this at 16.5 because you're going to be able to play it like it's a straight. I would play it. I'll tell you what the model has on OG's threes without going all the way back, unless it's good. Okay, it's good. Model likes it over. It's a blowout, so I'm probably not going to play it, but the model likes the over. Over in 7 of his last 10. Let's check the wins by 10 or more. Still green this season. It's a 150. That DraftKings 130, bro. Very playable. Very playable. Yeah, very playable. And then it depends on who does and doesn't go. Like that might be a good pair with Rui. Rui's threes tonight. Again, it depends on who does and doesn't go. I think he's over in both matchups versus them this season, but the volume's not great. Rui's three. Again, I'm not betting on the Lakers until I know who's playing. Vassal's RAs were cool. I also thought Castle's RAs were interesting in this game. 24 versus Dallas. Yeah, I had some interest in Stephon Castle RAs. Again, though, I think there's a lot of rest potential in this last game, so I'm going to be very, very cautious in this. Chalk, you got any thoughts in this game?
No, I actually don't think OG goes tonight.
I saw he was questionable, so I wouldn't be surprised either.
They have the Sixers tomorrow, which is a more meaningful game.
Right.
And the Pacers tend to roll out like 5 guys an hour and a half before tip.
Yep.
They already have Furphy with the ACL. Halliburton's coming off injury. Zubac's not making his debut. Toppin's out. They already have Potter, McConnell, and Nesmith questionable as it is. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't play either. They just don't. It's done for them. They know it's done for them. They know what their goal is now. I don't think OG plays, so bet the Knicks in the event that OG doesn't play and there's a blowout.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to open it up to the chat now. Anything y'all want to talk about, drop it in there. I don't have anything in this one.
Castle's RA is what I had for that one.
Prop plug, what's going on, man? How are we this morning?
Yo.
What's up, fella?
What's up? Hey, man. What y'all been on? I've been at MIA.
Man, just the same shit for me, you know.
How's the NBA?
Not good.
We're doing our best. Everybody's doing their best.
We're doing our best.
Okay. It's a very small slate today. And averaging like a 10-point spread in every game. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. So what bench player are you taking for 5 assists today, Prop?
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'll let you know. Let me get around to it. I'll let you know.
Jose Alvarado.
Someone just requested that.
I'm not mad at it. I gotta see who's in and who's out for these lineups. But yeah, for the Knicks, they still got some injuries.
Evans tuned in, bro. He knows what's up.
Yeah, he really is. Is this his second game with New York? Has to be, right? Because the trade deadline was the 5th, right?
Alvarado.
I don't know if he sat out one.
He played 12 points in 25 minutes versus Boston.
Yeah, and he shot the fuck out of 3.
6 attempts.
Who plays tomorrow? Anybody on like a front leg?
Yeah,
everybody.
6 of the teams that play.
Oh, okay.
Only 2 teams that don't play tomorrow are the Lakers and the Mavericks.
Okay.
Everyone else plays.
Is there anything where like it's a tougher matchup today, cakewalk tomorrow type deal?
Lakers are gonna just mail it in today and try to beat Dallas on Thursday. I'm almost convinced of that.
Okay.
The Suns play Dallas today, And
What's
they got
that?
The Suns got Dallas today. They got OKC tomorrow. The Knicks have Indiana tonight, but then they're at Philly tomorrow.
Oh,
So
yeah. I mean, I definitely like a
exactly
bench. I like a role player for New York for sure. Pacers have like a lot of injuries still. I know what's his name just out for the season, torn ACL. Garland still off the Clippers. Yeah, I just can't divide, bro. I haven't been able to catch the early shows. I don't have anything yet. I'm gonna get to this. I'll probably give out plays, and if we're running the talk.
Yeah,
space.
man. I just went through the whole slate and ended with one official play. I will say,
took you 10 minutes.
I got looks, I got leans, but like official plays on this slate, bro. Like Godspeed.
Yeah. This is my kind of slate. Ugly. A little gem finding,
Yeah, and the gyms aren't even going to be posted till 4 p.m.
For sure. Yeah, that's why I'm not. I'm slow rolling the slate for sure.
Yep.
I'm waiting for Diawaro's 10 points. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yo, I'm mad I didn't play Reeves ladder on his assist yesterday. I knew him coming off the bench. Thought they were going to make him pass the rock. And I didn't play it. And I saw he had like 7 assists. I don't know what he finished with, but I'm mad I didn't play it. He was plus money at 4.5. Reeves, Austin Reeves.
I think he finished at 7.
Yeah. Yep.
I almost got lucky and got paid off of Khalil Ware yesterday. He started great, even in foul trouble. He had like 5 and 5 at halftime. I played his double, but then he finished with 14 minutes. I don't know, bro. I just can't bet on Khalil Ware. I can't. Nothing makes sense.
I agree, man. I think he will shine somewhere else.
He had 8 and 6 in 14 minutes, bro.
He's just not a good fit. Like Spo is trying to make him a better player, but I think it's partially like Spo's keeping him off the court because he's not giving him the effort that he necessarily desires. But he's still off the court too much. He's missing out on meaningful minutes. I would have loved to see him get shipped somewhere that it didn't have the same Heat culture. I think Heat culture is good, but every once in a while, a young player will have their growth stunted by it. And that's just cold, hard facts, if you ask me. And Khalil Ware, I think, is drawing the short end of that stick right now. But again, it might make him a more aggressive, constant defender. But offensively, he's missing out on meaningful minutes because Spo's trying to send a message instead of developing him. And I'm not going to pretend I'm a better coach than Spo. I always like to say things like this. Spo is a genius. So, like, I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong in the sense that it's going to be better for him long term. But in the short term, I don't think you can argue valuable offensive minutes are being missed out on. That's my Khalil Ware spiel. Anything else y'all want to talk about? I got about 7 minutes I had slated for this, 8-9 minutes for this show. So anything else, any other injury news? You want to know my thoughts on anyone going into the post All-Star break? Let it be known. I will say I'm also working on a college basketball model. I'm obviously going to approach this very slowly. It's going to be sides and totals. I can't even bet props in my state. So I do expect to start releasing those. If you've been tapped in, I've always done very well in conference play and tournament unders. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Those things are like, they've always been money printers for everyone. You just got to pick the right spots, right? So it's not like this is a secret. Betting unders in tournament play and conference play have always done well, especially the first 2 rounds of the tournament. But going to try to take a little bit more detailed approach and maybe get out in front of these moves a little bit faster. It's always been, I kind of pick the games that I like, wait to see somebody move that's sharp in my direction and then go. Hopefully this season, maybe I can make those plays before anyone starts moving and give you guys a half an hour to get the bet instead of like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever the case may be. Those are the college basketball thoughts. Do I think that Rui plays? Yeah, I think Rui's going to be good either way. He's not dealt with a lot of injuries this season. He's had a lot of games where his minutes have been less than the stars. He's not necessarily old. I don't think they throw it in with Rui. I think Rui will still run. Nick Clifford sold me last night. The volume was there, 16 field goal attempts. So I think it was a good read, but he only hit like 3 shots. Yeah, he's a young guy, man. You're going to have that. I mean, you're going to have that with anyone. Younger guys, you're going to have that a little more often. Was that one at the crib? I think that one was at the crib as well.
Kings were in New Orleans.
New Orleans? Okay, that was on the road. Okay. I couldn't remember. I knew that was the shit game of the century. Who won that game? New Orleans, right?
Won by like 30.
Yeah. Sacramento. What is that? 9th straight loss or something?
They're doing good.
They're doing well, man. They're doing what they're supposed to.
Doing well. And we talked about the Sixers Blazers yesterday. We should have known that Embiid wasn't playing. The line was only 3.
Yeah. And someone else made a very good point to me after 5th straight road game on the West.
Yep.
I think someone DM'd that to me. Maybe they commented under. That was like, okay. I was like, all right. Embiid probably out. They've been on this long road stint on top. Okay, now it makes sense. Yeah. I knew there was something, right? We both knew there was something. We both knew it.
What else happened? Oh, the Jazz pulling their starters last night.
And still winning. Yeah.
You know who played the entire 4th quarter?
Sensible?
Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey. Good pickup for the rest of the year. Why not run the young guy?
Bailey and Filipowski played the entire 4th quarter. I don't know if you've seen Filipowski's stat lines lately.
He's been balling, right?
Just by default. Yeah, he's been grabbing like 20 boards.
Did Collier run big 4th minutes, or did they bench him? I was curious about that.
I think that he came in late. Like he didn't. He played all the second, all the third, but he wasn't benched because of the blowout. He was just benched because he needed rest.
Okay.
They're not running him 48 still because they have Vince Williams now.
He still played 34. Okay, I think that's the role he's going to settle into. Fair?
If Keontae's out, yeah.
Well, Keontae played yesterday, didn't he?
No.
Oh, I thought he was back. Was he questionable?
He's been in and out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was Filipowski, Sensible, Cody Williams, Ace Bailey, and Collier. For those that have live betting available and live betting unders going into the 4th quarter for the Jazz, you know what it is. I took the Heat money line last night at -120, and they they lost to the Jazz, even with the mass bench. But the game is the game. I felt confident. I felt comfortable doing that, and I will continue to do that against the Kings, against the Jazz, against the Pacers. If they are up halfway through the 3rd, I am betting against them because the books put out math. They don't put out situations.
Yeah, and that it is a good time. Jamal, I do not believe so. I've not seen anything to indicate DG's going today. A lot of what the books do is run off of like automation, right? That's the only way you can hang as many lines as you do, as fast as you do with the lives going on. There is a lot of like, I don't even want to share it all. There's a lot of live value, especially on unders this time of year. Team total unders, full game unders. There's definitely some value in the money line, but it doesn't stop at the money line is what I'm trying to say. Like you can fade the other team. Right. There's get into the weeds. There's some stuff there.
A lot of stuff. If you are looking for a player's live over, just check out their rotations in recent games and see when the best time is to bet that over as the algorithms adjust when they are out of the game on your books. But It's pretty much like day trading. So you have to hit it at the right time. You have to know when to go, when to not.
Yep, 100%. I do like what the prediction markets are doing too, like being able to like actually sell a position without fucking 5% of VIG on it.
Yeah.
That's really nice. I will say though, be careful with some of these PMs. I forget if it's Polymarket or Kalshi, but like if you bet someone's over and they don't play, you lose.
Correct.
Now, if you bet the under and they don't play, you win because they did not score 17 points. But That's something to just keep an eye out on.
So if you have OG available on those prediction markets today and you bet they're under and he doesn't play, you would win, hypothetically.
Yes.
Just putting that out there for the people listening.
Yes. Dudes are giving out the sauce. Yeah, absolutely. I mentioned earlier, it's not just the plays here. Hopefully I'm helping you become a smarter and better as well.
Yeah, I'm sure we can run like a 2-hour show on just like different angles. But I think it's better if they come out like organically as the situations arise.
Yeah, I agree, because then there's like a use case for it, right? And I feel like that's 100%. The best way to learn. Yeah.
But I don't have anything else in this slate. I will be continuing to do what I've been doing. Betting against the bad teams halfway through the third quarter, looking at the live odds. And I think I need to sign up for those prediction markets.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Novig, ProfitX, I'm on both of those. I haven't myself got onto the Kalshis or the Poly markets of the world. I think they will get better over time. And one thing I will say, Brook Lopez has dropped from 15.5 to 13.5 points, rebounds, and assists since we've been on stream. The way that my luck has been going recently, he's going to finish with 50, because anytime I get massive CLV, that shit sells like a motherfucker. So you've been warned. You might want to bet the over 13.5 for a middle now, because we've got so much value. I'm scared. And that's not how it should be. It should be like, damn, we're going to win this. We have a theoretical, probably 70% chance to hit this now. And I'm scared because, dude, and this is called variance. Beginning of the season, if something moved against me, it was guaranteed money. And if something moved my way, I felt like we were going to lose. That's just a small picture version of it. Like, honestly, if we get this much value, it's a great indication we're going to win. But that's over 1,000 bets, not over this one bet. So I've been doing this for 6 years. I still get caught up into the nonsense. I mean, in the back of my head, I know it. But in the front, I'm like, what the fuck? How am I getting good closing line value and missing? And then the market moves against me and I'm hitting. So I digress. I've been chatting for an hour and 2 minutes. I do appreciate y'all for tapping. Did you go over Martin versus Dallas? Caleb Martin? I will say I did not spend one moment of time looking at Caleb Martin this morning. 24 minutes in his last game. 3.5 rebounds. Was 7th. Hey, appreciate you for tapping in, bro. I will say I've been over the whole board. It's right before the All-Star break. A lot of teams are on a back-to-back tomorrow. Very light. I took Brook Lopez unders, PRAs. That's moved. There's definitely still 14s. FanDuel's now moved to 13, so it's gone our way. Hopefully that's a good sign. No opinions on Caleb Martin. Yeah, J-Dub definitely had live value yesterday. I'm going to call it there. I do appreciate y'all for tapping in. Just the one official play for me today. We've got a massive slate tomorrow, small slate Thursday, and then we'll be off until the following Thursday. I doubt I do any kind of streams. I'm going to spend this time to any first thought on my 10-10-10. Chris Dunn would be my least favorite. I don't know if Matherin's going to take a bunch of usage away. Brandon Williams, I like. Keldon Johnson, I like. Chris Dunn probably be the one that scares me most. So that's the schedule. I probably will stream tomorrow, Thursday. I doubt I do anything over the weekend for like the All-Star festivities. I'll probably release some like fun money shit. Thursday's slate's really not that big, I don't think. They start off slow and then Friday's huge. So Thursday I'll go live. I'm going to spend this time to update the NBA and MLB model. So I do appreciate y'all for tapping in. 2 more episodes until the All-Star break. Best of luck.